Thank you for purchasing a Janome machine. This is a 2-in-1 sewing and embroidery machine incorporating many unique features to fulfill dedicated sewists, patchwork quilters, and machine embroidery enthusiasts' every need. This machine provides such distinctive features as a long arm body with a wide detachable extension table, 9mm width stitches, an automatic thread cutter, easy set bobbin, a large foot control, a worldwide auto voltage power system, and much more. This machine comes with useful accessories, including more than 10 unique presser feet. We're sure you'll be glad you chose a Janome machine, and it will bring you much enjoyment in the fantastic world of sewing craft and quilting. Preparation. Connecting the power supply. This machine is equipped with a two-way speed control for sewing. You can use either the foot control or the start-stop button to operate the machine. The large foot control is more stable and easier to use than the smaller foot control. Before connecting the machine to the power supply, make sure to turn the power switch off. If you use the foot control, first open the base cover on the bottom of the foot control and unwind the cord. Replace the base cover. Insert the pin connector into the jack. Connect the power supply cord by inserting the plug into the machine and power outlet. After using the foot control, store the cord under the base cover of the foot control. Machine operating buttons. The 5 machine operating buttons are conveniently grouped together for easy access while sewing. Start-Stop button. Press the Start-Stop button to start or to stop the machine. Please note, however, that the Start-Stop button will not work when the foot control is connected. The machine will run slowly as long as this button is pressed and will start running at the speed set by the speed control slider when the button is released. Pressing this button again while the machine is running will slow down the machine and it will stop when the button is released. This function is extremely useful when precise control of stitching is necessary. Reverse button. The machine will sew in reverse as long as the reverse button is being pressed when straight stitches and zigzag stitches are being sewn. To secure the beginning of a seam, press and hold this button so that the machine will sew in reverse at the slowest speed. When other patterns are selected, pressing the reverse button causes the machine to lock the stitch in place and stop automatically. Auto lock button. The machine immediately locks the stitch and will stop automatically by pressing the auto lock button when straight stitches and zigzag stitches have been selected. When other patterns are selected, the machine will sew to the end of the pattern being sewn, then lock the stitch and stop automatically. Needle up-down button. Press the needle up-down button to bring the needle to the up or down position. Thread cutter button. Press this button to trim the threads after sewing. You can sew the next stitch without pulling the bobbin thread up. If you use thick threads or the twin needle, use the thread cutter on the faceplate. Speed control slider. The speed control slider sets the maximum sewing speed. To decrease the speed, shift the slider to the left. Shift to the right to increase the speed. Winding the bobbin. Turn the power switch off. Slide the hook cover release button to the right and remove the hook cover. Take out the bobbin. Put the bobbin on the bobbin winder spindle. Turn the power switch on. Set the spool of thread on the spool pin like this and secure it with the spool holder. If you need to wind a bobbin while sewing, use the extra spool pin so you don't need to unthread the machine to wind the bobbin. Insert the extra spool pin into the hole beside the horizontal spool pin. Place a spool of thread on it and hold the spool with the spool holder. Hold the thread with both hands and pass it into the guide slot. Draw the thread around and to the back of the thread guide. Firmly pull the thread to the right with your hands. Hold the thread with both hands and wind it around the bobbin clockwise several times. Insert the thread into one of the slits of the flange plate and pull the thread to cut it. Push the bobbin winder spindle to the right. The LCD indicates that the machine is in bobbin winding mode. Start the machine. When the bobbin is fully wound, it will stop spinning automatically. Stop the machine and return the bobbin winder to the left. Remove the bobbin. Cut the thread with the thread cutter. Inserting the bobbin. Turn the power switch off. Place the bobbin in the bobbin holder with the thread running off counterclockwise. The bobbin with your fingertip so it does not rotate. Guide the thread into the front notch of the bobbin holder. Pass the thread under the guide and pull it to the left. Pass the thread into the guide paths marked 1 and 2. Pull the thread to the right through the slit. The thread will be cut to a proper length and held in place. Set the left edge of the hook cover into the opening. Push the hook cover down to fit in place. Threading the machine. Turn the power switch on. Raise the needle by pressing the up-down needle button. Turn the power switch off. Raise the presser foot. Hold the thread with your hands and pass the thread into the guide slot. Still holding the thread with your hands, draw the thread firmly around the corner and towards you along the channel. Pull it down along the right channel. Pull the thread up around the guide plate and along the left channel. Slip the thread into the eye of the take-up lever and pull it down along the left channel. Pass the thread through the lower thread guide from the right to the left. Slide the thread behind the needle bar thread guide from the left. Needle threader. Lower the presser foot. Push the threader knob down slowly as far as it will go. The hook comes out through the needle eye and the threader is held in the down position. Pull the thread down around the left thread guide and then pass it from left to right under the hook. Draw the thread around the right thread guide toward you. Raise the knob slowly and a loop of the thread is pulled up through the needle eye. Pull the thread completely through the needle eye. Now you can start sewing. However, you need to draw up the bobbin thread when sewing, gathering stitches, etc. For drawing up the bobbin thread, see the instruction manual. Raising and lowering the presser foot. The presser foot lifter raises and lowers the presser foot. You can raise the presser foot higher than the normal up position. This helps you change the needle plate and place thick fabrics under the foot. The machine will not start if the presser foot is up, and the LCD screen will show a message to lower the foot. The knee lifter is useful when sewing patchwork, quilting, etc., since it allows you to handle the fabric while your knee controls the presser foot. See the instruction manual for more information. Replacing the foot holder. When using the embroidery foot or darning foot, you need to replace the foot holder. Turn the power switch off. Raise the foot. Loosen the thumb screw with a screwdriver and remove the foot holder. Attach the foot to the presser bar from behind. Tighten the thumb screw firmly with a screwdriver to secure the foot. Adjusting foot pressure. Depending on the sewing conditions, the foot pressure should be adjusted. The dial has 7 setting positions from 1 to 7 so you can fine-tune foot pressure. Set the dial at the recommended setting indicated on the LCD screen. To reduce the pressure, set the dial at a lower number. Set the dial at a higher number to increase the pressure. Dropping the feed dog. The feed dog can be lowered with the drop feed lever located on the right side of the machine. Shift the lever towards you to drop the feed dog. Shift the lever away from you to raise the feed dog and it will return to the up position when you start the machine. Ordinary sewing. Replacing the presser foot. More than 10 different presser feet are included as standard accessories with this machine. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button and turn the power switch off. Raise the presser foot. Press the lever on the back of the foot holder. The presser foot will drop off. Place the desired foot under the foot holder so the pin on the foot lies just under the groove on the foot holder. Lower the foot lifter to lock the foot in place. Selecting patterns. This machine offers a wide selection of stitch patterns and monograms. The flip-up reference chart helps you identify all the patterns at a glance. The patterns are listed in groups for easy reference. When turning the power switch on, the LCD screen will show the straight stitch 1 has been selected. To find the desired pattern, select the category by pressing the category selection key. Select the group by pressing the group selection key. Browse the stitch patterns with the page key until the desired pattern appears. Press the pattern key. Manual stitch adjustment. This machine is programmed to optimal stitch length and width as well as thread tension for the selected pattern. However, you can adjust them to suit your specific sewing needs. Press the adjusting key. You can adjust the zigzag width, stitch length, elongation ratio, and thread tension by pressing the plus or minus keys. After adjusting the settings, press the OK key to register your settings and return to the previous screen. Press the default key and the OK key to return the settings to the default values. Replacing the needle plate. Use the straight stitch needle plate when sewing straight stitch. Press the lockout key. Slide the extension table to the left to remove it. Raise the presser foot. Push down the needle plate release lever and the needle plate will pop up. A warning message will appear to remind you that the needle plate is not secured. Raise the presser foot lifter to the extra lifted position and hold it in place and remove the needle plate by lifting it to the right. Raise the presser foot lifter to the extra lifted position and hold it in place and set the left edge of the needle plate into the opening. Push down on the mark of the needle plate until it is locked in place. The confirmation message appears. Press the X key. Turn the hand wheel slowly and check that the needle does not hit the needle plate. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Buttonholes. There are various styles of buttonholes available.